8 brilliant moves, 97% accuracy. This is Stockfish's best game they've ever played, and they played it against Leela Chess 0. Stockfish is the white pieces, and the game started with d4. We have f6, and now c4. e6, knight f3, b6, g3, bishop a6, and b3. So this is a queen's in the defense, Fianchetto, Nimzowitsch variation, quiet line. Very long name. We have d5, bishop g2, and takes knight e5, obviously attacking the rook. We have discover attack. We have bishop b4, and now if you try to block with the knight or the bishop, then you will lose this pawn over here. So Stockfish plays king f1. Leela plays bishop d6. The rook is still hanging, I'll let you know. But the point is, if you now take the rook, then Leela can actually take this, and the position is still pretty dry, because if you take, you're just getting mated. We have instead knight takes c4, we have knight d5 and bishop b2, knight c6 and h4, a very Stockfish-ish move, just pushing the pawn. We have f5 taking space. We have knight b2, knight b d2, and castles, and Stockfish castles on their own, but instead of doing the classical old castling, they move the king a step instead, as a Stockfish usually does. We have b5 attacking the knight, knight takes bishop, pawn takes, and e4 striking the center. Takes, and takes with knight. So the position is still pretty dry. Stockfish has a very slight advantage of 0.2. Leela plays queen d7 and Stockfish plays knight g5. And now Leela plays h6 and Stockfish plays their first brilliant move of the game, which is queen g4. The point is, if the knight is taken, then Stockfish can take this because the queen is pinned. But Leela instead played rook f5, and now Stockfish played the rook e1, which is an incredibly deep move. It doesn't look that amazing at first, but now I will show you why it's such a good move. If pawn takes, then you can actually take the rook, and when pawn takes, then you take the knight with check. Then Leela's best move is this, Stockfish will take with check, and now Leela plays this, and Stockfish plays rook e6 check. And here Leela has to take the rook, because otherwise it's getting checkmated. If here, then this is the only move over here. Then this, and if here, then this is checkmate. And if the other move over here, then this is double checkmate. So that's why it's such a good move. It's so deep, like only a Stockfish could find this. So instead, Leela plays knight f6, which apparently is an accuracy, and Stockfish plays queen e2. Leela plays rook e8, and Stockfish plays knight e4, which apparently is a miss. I don't know why, but apparently it is. We have knight d5 and bishop h3. We have rook f7 and bishop g4. Yeah, that's preparing this, which would be a skewer, I think it's called. We have rook fe7 and rook h2. I assume the purpose of this move is to protect this pawn. It's a very weird looking move, I guess it makes sense. We have queen there and f3. Knight b8 and now queen c2. We have bishop back to c8 and knight g5, another brilliant move. And now the point is, if you take this, then Stockfish will take back with a pawn, and Stockfish has a serious pressure on the king. So it wasn't taken. Instead, knight f6 was played, and now bishop h5. I mean, what if they take? Well, then it's actually a checkmate. So yeah, that was another brilliant move. So Leela played this, and Stockfish now played bishop g6. Just letting you know, the knight is still hanging. However, if you take, it will be trouble. If you try to escape here, then check. Nice rook sacrifice, check, and checkmate. And Stockfish wins. So instead, knight a6 was played, queen d2 was played, and now b4. We have g4, another brilliant move. I'm not entirely sure why it's brilliant. I guess it is brilliant because the knight is hanging. I think that's the reason why it's brilliant. But once again, if you take just the exactly same thing with this check and mate. So what was played was knight c7, and now queen takes b4. A brilliant move. I don't know why. I guess it's still because the knight is hanging. But it's just taking a pawn. I don't really see what else it does. Maybe I'm just not good enough to see it. We have knight d5 and bishop h7 check. We have king there and queen d2. Now Leela plays knight f4 and Stockfish goes bishop back to b1. Another brilliant move. I guess once again the reason why it's brilliant is because of this. And yeah, this what's the mate? Right, check. If you try to escape, then what? Then queen here. Oh yeah, and you're losing a lot of stuff. So yeah, I guess that's why. Let's go back. We have bishop a6, and we have knight h7 just jumping into Leela's face, into the king's face. We have rook ff7 and g5. Knight h5 and takes, and now Leela takes, which apparently is a mistake. And Stockfish goes d5 check. Checking with this. As you can see, these bishops are incredible over here. Leela blocks with e5. Stockfish takes the h6 pawn, and now Leela takes the knight. Just a free knight, right? However, Stockfish now plays a most incredible, brilliant move that I've ever seen, to be honest. Like, this is such a weird looking move, but it works in every single variation. I'll give you some time to try and guess it, because it's such a weird move. The move is rook takes e5. There's so many things black can do here, so many ways that looks like it wins material. However, I'm going to debunk them all. If you take with this pawn, first of all, then this will be played. And if you take this, then queen takes the rook with checkmate because the bishop is protecting it. If you take with the rook, then same thing, this will be checkmate. Now, if you take the queen, now this move will be played with discovery check. And once the king moves or what else could be played? This, right? Yeah, here. You check. Then just rook here, because the rook can't take this rook because it's pinned. And then once it takes there, then take check, only move, and then discovery check and win the queen. Well, the move that was played was rook g7 check, and now Stockfish played this move. Leela took the queen, and now Stockfish took the knight. Leela went knight e8, because if like takes this or something, then this will be the same thing as I showed earlier here. There, check and win the queen, and be up 3 pawns in the endgame. So Leela went knight e8, and Stockfish took the rook. Leela took, and Stockfish took this. Leela went king g8, only move, and Stockfish went rook h7. Leela went check, Stockfish went there, and Leela went king f8, and now Leela lost the knight. So now Stockfish is just up a lot of material, actually. Queen e3, threatening this, which wouldn't actually win the bishop because of this, but it's still a pretty good move. And Stockfish went bishop e4. We have queen e1 check, and Stockfish went back with the rook, defending the king. We have queen e3 and rook h5. King e7, apparently an inaccuracy, check. King f6, check, check, And now Stockfish plays check once again. King there, and Stockfish played rook e6, which is a great move. We have queen e1 check, king h2, queen f2 check, king h3, and bishop c8. It looks like, oh what, we just lost a rook. Leela just won a rook. This is terrible. But no, the rook doesn't matter. The rook isn't really that good anyways. We have rook c7. Stockfish is like, take my rook, I don't care about the rook. Leela doesn't want the rook. Leela instead plays queen f1 check. Stockfish goes king g4. And now Leela says, okay, fine, I'll take the rook. Stockfish takes with pawn. And Leela plays check. Stockfish went there. And Leela plays queen g3. Stockfish went rook f7. Leela went check. Stockfish blocked with the bishop. Leela went there. Stockfish went king g5. Leela went queen d2 check, which apparently is an accuracy. Stockfish blocks with a pawn. And Leela went queen f2, and Stockfish went bishop h7. And here Leela's chess actually resigned. The reason is because the only king move is here. Stockfish is just going to push the pawn, make a queen. If Leela tries to block, then yeah, queen here will be played. And yeah, if you just, let's say, take the pawn, then this is actually a checkmate. You don't even need a queen. So yeah, that is Stockfish's best game, the Immortal game of Stockfish. That was pretty insane. If you wonder about the accuracy of both, Stockfish played with 97, with 8 brilliant moves, and Leela Chess played with 90.6. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you later. Bye.